Oh, cut that off a little early. Oh, hey everybody, stay-at-home gamer here, and we're back with Empires of the Undergrowth. Hmm. Now, um, I have one video that I recorded where I started a new story mode, but I'm not going to use that video because, yeah, I don't know, I didn't like it. I did want to show you kind of what the story was all about, though. The only problem is, and let me show you what the Formicarium looks like when you're in story mode. Yeah, I've tried a couple times to do, this is my best one though. So this is my colony. Yeah, it's a monster beast. It's a monster beast. We've got a giant chamber of 30. No. Yep. 37. Yeah, 37. And yeah, there's 37 larvae in here, but there's 74 ants. Haha, because fire ants, at their level 3, you get 2 ants per tile. And I chose these kind that, when they're sparkly like this, the egg will hatch free of charge. No food needed to hatch it. So it is best to not attack until you're all glowing, because then your reinforcements will all be free. So I have another yeah, I have another giant chamber of fire ants up here too. 37. So this is what's cool. You have a 175 limit on your population, but I can surpass that because of these double fire ants. So that's really cool. And then I have over here, I have my wood ants, and I chose, on mine, I chose the wood ant mortar. It doesn't say that here, and I wish it did. But it doesn't. So I have my ranged wood ant mortars right there, and I have my melee black ant here, and that's it. So I have 19 ranged. I should have more than that. Yes, okay. I was going to say, there's another chamber of ranged. So I have 36, 38. And then I have extra workers for when I'm in battle. They need to be able to go put eggs on the tiles when I die. So, and I strategically placed food like this. There was a different way I tried it before, where I had the food in the back of each chamber, so that each chamber had its own little food supply, so the workers didn't have to run. I don't know. At first I thought they were putting food on top of the tiles, but they don't. They have to come here to pick up an egg to bring. But they do need food here, so I don't know. I've got food touching every chamber, because I thought that's the way it worked, but it doesn't. So, I don't know. It's still not bad setup, because the way I had it before with food in the back of the chamber, ants would have to run through the chamber to get to the food chamber, and ants running on a chamber, on nursery tiles, is what they're called, they walk slow. So, yeah, that's not good. And so, I had the extra workers here to divvy up the eggs when I'm dead, when I'm dying. This is my main big huge food storage. Upgrades, here we go. Everything. Level 3, except the workers. I didn't bother with them. I probably should, now that I have the money for it, but I mean, I can't do anything. So everything's level 3. Everything. that can't get upgraded. Those can't get upgraded. Even my speed tiles that I plagued my place with, they're all at level 3 where they can be. So everything is max except these workers. And I did plop one worker off here because I was going to be one short on my second melee or mortar. So yeah, that's what happened there. So um, everyone who's watching this probably is familiar with the story mode. A couple things about it that I didn't understand, and some other people that I watched play didn't understand or know about. So I'm going to show it to you. Royal jelly. By the time I got here, and before I knew this, I had thousands of royal jelly. I did not know, after all these upgrades that you've maxed out, I didn't know that you could give ants special stats for each ant. And then you can spend your jelly on that. So I did some improvements on all my ants. It starts off at a cost of 1, and it keeps going up the more and more you buy. And that's for each ant. So if I went to a different ant and started it, like if I went to a different species of ant that I have that didn't have any of these upgrades on them, it would start at 1 again. So it's only per ant. It doesn't accumulate over all ants. So let me see an example of this. My worker ant. I don't see if I did any upgrades on him. See, I only did a few upgrades on him, and so the improvement cost isn't much yet. I just gave them some extra movement speed and more harvesting quantity, so they grab more. I figured that was good. Movement speed increased by 10. I could probably even boost them up a little more, but I'm all done with the game, so this is like, I've played through the whole game, so there's no point in doing it. Black ants, I gave them, and they all have different stats too. All I did with the black ants is increase their health, because I mean, oh yeah, these are flipped. So when I add one to here, it actually, as it's there, it's a glitch, and they know about it, and they're gonna fix it. So this is actually in the armor category, and it affects this stat. So yeah, it's just a little backwards. So yeah, that's my little Formicarium. And I have these giant, I forgot to tell you what these were. These are my leaf cutter mages, and they are the stun ones, not the taunt ones. So those are all the varieties I have. Now, this is here because I have access to all creatures from all Formicarium challenges. As you can see, this is the only one I'm allowed to do over. The other ones are gone. So I can't show you that unless I start a new Formicarium, which I might do. Just to show off the entire game. And there's probably a couple things I could do better that I did, you know, on this turn. But I don't know if I want to do that right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll show off the leaf cutters. I think without understanding how they worked, I had a hard time with them at the beginning. And I think a lot of other people probably do too. Let's try medium. I'm gonna get stun. I'm not gonna turn the challenge on because that just makes it hard. And I'm not really playing this for a challenge. I want to actually showcase like what I think is a good way to use leaf cutters, ants, and how to get them producing quickly. But before I do that, I am going to pause recording. If it stops, then this video will just be a short little video showing you my Formicarium. If it lets me unpause it and keeps going, then we'll do this. If not, this will be a separate episode. So let's see. I'm going to pause it now. If it quits, then I'm sorry. I'll see you in the next one.